You might think women don't notice what you wear, but the truth is, they do. Not because they expect perfection, but because what you wear quietly tells them who you are. And here's the thing. Some clothes that men over 50 believe make them look younger or stylish actually do the opposite. They signal that you're trying too hard, or that you've stopped caring altogether. Neither of those is attractive. See, women notice the small things. How your jacket fits your shoulders, how your jeans fall over your shoes, how your colors blend with your skin tone. They don't need to analyze, they just feel when something's off. It's not about fashion, it's about presence. When your clothes are wrong, your energy feels wrong too. But when you dress with calm confidence, when your outfit reflects experience instead of ego, something shifts. People see you differently. They sense composure, strength, depth. In this video, we're uncovering 5 clothing mistakes that women secretly hate on men over 50 and what to wear instead. Not to please anyone, but to look like the man who's grown into himself. Because attraction at this age isn't about chasing youth. It's about mastering elegance, one quiet choice at a time. Secret 1. Holding on to trendy fits. There's a silent trap many men over 50 fall into, chasing trends that were never made for them. Maybe it's the skinny jeans that looked great 20 years ago, or the blazer you've kept because it still fits. But style isn't about whether it still fits your body. It's about whether it fits your presence now. When you wear pieces that belong to another chapter of your life, something feels off. The proportions fight your posture, the silhouettes clash with your maturity, and suddenly, your outfit is wearing you. It's the fashion equivalent of trying to use an old photograph as your ID. It just doesn't represent who you've become. The truth is, trendy fits are built for youth, narrow shoulders, shorter torsos, restless energy. But your energy today is grounded, assured, deliberate. Your clothes should mirror that. They should move with you, not against you. Forget the ultra-slim blazer that pinches your chest every time you move. Forget the spray-on jeans that cut off circulation just to prove a point. Forget the short, shrunken shirt that looks modern but feels like you borrowed it from your son. The fix isn't to hide your age, it's to honor it. Choose pieces that have structure without stiffness. Go for a blazer that frames your shoulders naturally, with space to breathe. Find trousers that fall cleanly over your shoes, not clinging to your legs like leggings. Let the fabric drape, not squeeze. That's the difference between trend and timeless. Trends demand attention. Timeless style commands respect. And here's the secret women rarely say out loud. They don't want a man who looks like he's chasing youth. They want a man who wears his age with ease. Because confidence doesn't come from fitting into smaller clothes, it comes from wearing clothes that fit you perfectly, now. So, take a moment. Look at that blazer from your 30s. Try it on. If it feels more like nostalgia than confidence, it's time to let it go. Your best years of style aren't behind you. They're right here, waiting for you to dress like the man who finally stopped trying to prove something. That's when you stop looking like you're holding on and start looking like you've arrived. Secret 2. Loud logos and flashy prints. There was a time when bold logos and loud prints screamed status. Now, They just whisper insecurity. Many men over 50 fall into the trap of thinking that visible branding equals sophistication, that the bigger the logo, the more successful they look. But here's the truth. At this stage of life, your clothes should speak for you, not shout over you. When every shirt or belt you wear carries a brand like a billboard, it doesn't tell the world that you have taste. It tells them you're still chasing validation. It's not the mark of confidence. It's the scent of trying too hard. Flashy prints do the same thing. They demand attention instead of earning it. They distract from your presence, from your expression, from the quiet charisma that only experience can bring. A well-dressed man over 50 doesn't compete with his clothes. He lets his demeanor, his voice, and his calmness carry the impression. His style complements. His presence, it doesn't compete with it. Women notice this difference instantly. When you walk into a room wearing a loud, patterned shirt or a logo the size of a fist, it doesn't say confidence. It says noise. And noise is the opposite of refinement. The solution isn't to strip all personality from your wardrobe, it's to express it with subtlety. Choose quality over branding. Pick fabrics that feel expensive even when they say nothing. Let texture replace pattern, and fit replace flash. A plain cashmere sweater in charcoal, a linen shirt in ivory or stone, a polo with a small embroidered emblem, or none at all. These choices tell the world that you know who you are, and that you don't need to advertise it, because quiet luxury isn't about hiding wealth, it's about showing taste, and true taste always whispers. Women love that energy not because it's showy, but because it's secure. They're drawn to the man who doesn't need to prove a thing. The man who walks into a room, not trying to stand out, but somehow always does. That's the paradox of real elegance. When you stop dressing to impress others, you start becoming unforgettable. Secret 3. Wrong color choices. Color is one of the most powerful style tools a man can use, but it's also one of the most misunderstood. Too many men over 50 reach for colors that fight against their age, skin tone, or presence. They think bright means energetic. But often, bright just means loud. Neon greens, electric blues, bold oranges, these colors might have looked fun years ago, but now they work against you. They draw attention to your clothes instead of your face. They make your skin tone appear harsher, your hair grayer, your expression tired. And the worst part? They give off an energy that feels like you're trying too hard to keep up. The truth is, refinement lives in subtlety. When your palette softens, your presence strengthens. When your clothes stop shouting, people finally start listening. Think of neutral colors as your allies. Shades of navy, camel, taupe, ivory, charcoal, olive, and soft gray. They don't compete with you, they complement you. They make your skin glow naturally, and they work seamlessly with one another. This is why Italian men over 50 always look effortlessly elegant. They understand that tone, not color, carries confidence. If you want to introduce color, do it through small, deliberate accents. A pocket square in deep burgundy, a bracelet in subtle brown leather, or maybe a scarf in muted forest green. Let one piece speak quietly. The goal isn't to drain your wardrobe of personality, it's to refine it so your energy takes the spotlight, not your outfit. You've earned the right to be noticed for your presence, not your palette. Women instinctively respond to harmony, not chaos. They're drawn to men who dress in tones that feel calm, balanced, and intentional. When your colors are too bright, they feel tension before they even know why. But when your tones are neutral and composed, they sense ease, and ease is magnetic. So next time you reach for that neon polo or that fire orange jacket, pause. Ask yourself, do I want to be remembered for my clothes or for the man wearing them? Because when your colors calm down, your confidence stands out. And that's the kind of elegance that never fades. Secret 4. Ignoring tailoring and fit details. Nothing ruins a great outfit faster than bad fit. You can spend hundreds on a blazer, buy the finest shoes, or choose the most luxurious fabrics, but if the proportions are off, everything falls apart. Fit is the foundation of style. It's the difference between looking put together and looking like you just got dressed. And yet, so many men over 50 ignore it. Maybe it's comfort. Maybe it's habit. Maybe it's because you've worn the same size for 20 years, thinking it still works. But as your body changes, your fit should too. Even the smallest details, sleeve length, shoulder width, trouser break, change everything about how you're perceived. A jacket that's too big swallows your frame and makes you look smaller. Trousers that puddle at the ankle drag your posture down. Shirts that billow at the waist blur your silhouette. It's not about being slim, it's about being clean. Tailoring isn't vanity, it's respect. It says, I care enough to get it right, and it doesn't have to be expensive. A good tailor can take an off-the-rack piece and make it look like it was made just for you because, in a sense, it will be. You don't need a brand new wardrobe. You need a better relationship with your tailor. Start with your essentials, your blazer, your trousers, your shirts. Have them adjusted to your natural shape. Not too tight, not too loose. Just balance the way elegance always is. Women notice this immediately. They can tell when a man's clothes belong to him and when he's just borrowing them from his past. The difference isn't visual only, it's energetic. A tailored fit sharpens your outline, lifts your confidence, and communicates composure without a single word. And here's the deeper truth. Tailoring isn't just about appearance, it's about intention. It's the quiet statement that you still care about how you move through the world, how you present yourself, how you feel in your own skin. At 50, refinement isn't about dressing up for others, it's about dressing up to yourself. Because you've earned the right to look like the man you've become, precise, composed, and comfortable in every sense. So, the next time you're tempted to skip the tailor, remember, a few stitches can do what money can't, make you look like the best version of yourself. Secret 5. Wearing things that no longer reflect your lifestyle. There comes a point in every man's life when his wardrobe stops matching his story. Maybe you still keep that leather jacket from your 30s, the one that once turned heads at every bar. Or maybe you still wear those graphic tees from a time when your weekends were louder, wilder, and freer. There's nothing wrong with nostalgia. But when your clothes belong to a different version of you, they start to hold you back instead of representing you. Style is more than what you put on, it's how aligned you are with who you've become. When your wardrobe and your reality move in opposite directions, something feels off. You might not notice it immediately, but others do. The disconnect between your outfit and your energy creates tension, as if your clothes haven't caught up to your maturity. Here's the truth. The man you are now deserves an upgrade, not a costume. You don't need to dress younger to feel relevant. You just need to dress authentically. Look at your current lifestyle. Maybe you're no longer chasing nightlife, but enjoying quiet dinners with people who matter. Maybe your work isn't about proving yourself anymore, but mentoring others. Maybe your priorities have shifted comfort, travel, balance, and peace. Your clothes should evolve with you. Replace the old symbols of youth with refined simplicity. A well-cut suede jacket instead of that shiny biker leather. A soft knit polo instead of a loud logo tee. Tailored chinos instead of distressed jeans. Every piece should tell a story that feels now. The goal isn't to erase your past, it's to integrate it gracefully. Keep the spirit of who you were, but translate it through taste, not nostalgia. That's how you move from chasing youth to mastering maturity. Women recognize this instantly. They can sense when a man is comfortable in his current season, when he wears his experience rather than hiding it. Nothing is more magnetic than a man who has accepted the passage of time and dressed accordingly with clarity, not confusion. Because style at 50 isn't about pretending to be the man you were. It's about celebrating the man you've become. So, open your closet. If something no longer matches your life, let it go. You're not losing your past, you're making room for your present. And when your clothes finally reflect your true rhythm, you don't just look better, you feel lighter. That's what timeless style really is. Not imitation, but evolution. At this stage in life, style is no longer about chasing relevance, it's about expressing peace. Every choice you make, every jacket you keep, every pair of shoes you polish, every color you decide to wear becomes a reflection of how well you know yourself. When you were younger, clothes were about identity, proving something, impressing someone, standing out. Now, they're about alignment. You don't dress to be noticed anymore. You dress because you've already found your place in the world. The truth is, women aren't drawn to men who dress young. They're drawn to men who dress right. A man whose presence feels balanced, who wears confidence like it's part of his skin. A man who knows that style isn't about attention, it's about intention. So maybe it's time to let go of those trend-driven pieces, the loud logos, the skinny jeans, the clothes that once belonged to someone you've already outgrown. They served their purpose. But the man, standing here today, he deserves better. Better doesn't mean flashier. It means quieter, more honest, more you. Because true elegance isn't something you buy, it's something you refine. Year after year, choice after choice, until one day you open your wardrobe and realize, every piece fits not just your body, but your life. That's when you stop dressing for the world and start dressing for yourself. And that's where timeless style begins.